5 mistakes home buyers are making in today's interest rate environment. Hi, I'm Amol Heda with Keller Williams Bay Estates and author of Thriving Through Ownership. So, here are the 5 mistakes that people are doing in today's interest rate environment. People are pretty scared about where the interest rates are, and so they are playing it differently. And let me explain what they're doing and how it is wrong and what should be done. Number one, most people are thinking that they should wait for the interest rate to drop. And I very strongly recommend my clients not to wait for that. Because the moment that interest rate drop happens, guess what is going to happen? People are going to be in a queue trying to get the properties at that time. And remember what happened last time when the interest rates were 2%? Property prices jumped out of control. So you will be in that boat if that's what happens. So please do not wait to watch and see when the interest rates will drop, because everybody will be in the queue to buy a property by then. Number 2, do not focus just on the interest rate. So everybody at this point in time is thinking, oh, 7%, I have never seen this kind of interest rate, and how am I going to deal with it? So just the interest rate is not what you should be focusing on, because part of the interest rate is being paid off by the mortgage interest deduction. So even if you are paying a very high interest rate on the first 750K, you are getting a mortgage interest deduction. Number 2, if you think borrowing your money means you are paying somebody else, I think of it slightly differently, because I go and give my money to my financial advisors and they give me better than this 7% interest rate in return on the money that I invest with them. So just focusing on the interest rate is not going to help. The other thing that people do and they think is just go on the internet, find the best interest rate, and they try to think that, oh, that's the best rate I can get. But that's not the only way you can get your best rates. There are a lot of big lenders that give you relationship pricing, meaning if you have a lot of money invested elsewhere and you take that money and go put it with the lender as a deposit, not as a down payment, they will give you a break in interest rate because you have now built a relationship with the lender. The lender benefits by having your money as deposit, and you benefit by getting a drop in your interest rates. So there are multiple such ways by which you can bring your effective interest rate down. Do not ignore that factor. Other thing that a lot of people are doing is they think they are overextending, they are not right sizing their home purchase. Most people do not know, or they try to be conservative, they try to keep the home price affordable, missing out on the fact that the home is not just a home you live in, but it's a home, it's the biggest asset in your portfolio where it grows and you stay invested. So while it gives you the most amount of comfort and joy in everyday living, living in your home is the biggest investment position. And so think of it like that. Right size with how much mortgage you can get, how much mortgage you can afford, what's your income and your monthly salaries. If you don't have the wherewithal, feel free to reach out to me and I can help you with your home ownership design. That's where I start. And if you can find that help, I have my own website, myhouser.com, you could do that, use that one too. But it needs a lot of assistance, and so happy to help. So that's that. And the last one is people sometimes start without getting a pre-approval. In most cases, or in lots of cases, their credits are clean, they have money in the bank, they have money to make deposits. Most of my clients, I call them as A plus paper because they have great credit, great down payment, and the ability of good, very strong income. Because of all of these three factors, generally they are A paper. And on top of that, they have enough money to invest to go and shop for relationship pricing rates with their lenders. And so I call them as A plus paper rate in terms of getting your mortgage rates. But in some cases, I have seen the client gets one ding because they forgot to pay one PG&E bill, or they get a ding because they forgot to pay $20 on a store card, and that puts them in collection, that puts them in jeopardy, and then they have to manage their credit, get all that stuff out of their credit report, and then bring their credit score back up. So it's not about the money, it's not about the income, it's not about the down payment, it's more about managing the credit right. And not everybody escapes mistakes. Even I have done a couple of them. So be careful in terms of getting your sizing done and getting your pre-approval sometimes. Or be sure that your credit is spick and span, completely clean, completely clear of any mess. If you know of that very well, feel free to just jump into the market and then figure out to get your pre-approval. I hope this was helpful. And if you think somebody needs it, please share this video. And if you know of anything or have any questions on sizing, how to approach the mortgage, or any of those 5 things that I have said, please write in comments. I'll be happy to help. See you on my next one. Thanks. Bye.